Elliot Ramos is the automatic runner. Now batting, Willie Adames.
All right, Willie. Look at me. I'm on second base, Willie. I got here for free. I wonder if I get to shake my titties. Bazooms. If I get on second base, I need to ask coach. Oh, wait. He's not coach anymore. All right, whatever. Okay, here we go. Drive me in, Willie. Drive me in. Okay. 0-1. Oh, okay. Ball. Oh, yeah. You're going to get it fatty, Willie. Knock me in, baby. Oh. Down and away. Foul ball. 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 Up and in. Ah, crap. Struck out. Bad luck, Willie. I can't believe Willie didn't drive me in. He's usually so clutch. All right, Matty. Drive me in, baby. Ball. Strike. Oh, fly ball to right field. What do I do? What would Hector Borg do? Oh, tag up, baby. Tag up. Oh, crap. He dropped the ball. Gotta run. Gotta go. Oh, stop at third. We always stop at third, says Hector Borg. Can't get thrown out at home if you stay at third. Right, Hector? Yeah, right, baby. Yeah. Always safe at third. Okay, they're going to walk Gilby. So it's all going to come down to the Zeus. Bases juiced. It's time for Zeus. All right, here's the pitch. Here we go. Oh, crap. He hit it. Where'd it go? I don't see it. Where'd it go? What do I do? Oh, tag up. Can't get thrown at home if I stay at third. Wait, what? He didn't catch it. I gotta what? Hector, what? I gotta go. I gotta go. Ballet jump. Potty shot. Oh, I made it. We won.
Welcome to Giant Cocktails, where the humor is elite, but the baseball sucks. Oh yeah, here are your hosts, Ben and Matthew Henry.
Welcome to another episode of Giant Cocktails. I am your host, Tugboat Henry, alongside my brother, Ben Henry. We are at episode 365.
Are you...
Ben, did you know that JT Snow had a 365 on base percentage in 2000 when he slashed 284, 365, 459, while the Giants won the National League West with a record of 97 and 65.
Man, that turn of the century...
It has been done before, man. It's...
Yeah.
At one point... we finished above homeostasis like kind of regularly.
Yeah, multiple times, Matthew, because that was the turn of the century team, right? Went to the World Series, yes. got very close to winning it. Maybe not as close as they did in the 60s with the ball, the Willie McCovey ball. But still pretty darn close, right? I mean, Russ Ortiz knows how close we got. Right.
That's right.
So, but
that's right.
But nonetheless, wow, JT Snow, look at that, 284, 365, 459. Wow, JT Snow,
underrated. JT Snow,
underrated. You know what? I mean, he was Buster Posey before Buster Posey was a thing, though, right? He was the shiny boy, you know, for the team.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
I do want to let everybody know that we are recording on a Monday night in the middle of the San Francisco Giants-Dodgers game on Monday evening. And the Giants just went ahead in the most improbable way. They drew a walk.
Should we hold on? What do we do?
I don't know.
I feel like Elliot Ramos on the base paths. What do I do? I don't know what to do.
What do I do? Pasta shoot? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Devers was doing the passe jus. Is that what you called it? Passe what?
Potty chat. Potty shot?
Potty shot, okay.
Potty cha? Potty, I don't know. It's
Whatever,
French.
he was doing that ballet move down to first base.
Yeah, it's when you leap and land on the other foot.
Enough with the banter. Let's talk cocktails.
All right, let's talk cocktails.
What are you drinking, Matthew?
Bob, I'm drinking an original cocktail that I call Smoke and Mirrors. Because reasons. Tell you all about it at the end of the episode.
What are you drinking, Ben?
Well, thank you for asking, Bob. That's very kind of you, Bob. Today I'm drinking a cocktail that I'm calling Tequila. I hardly know her.
That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, and you can find out what's in it at the end of the episode.
Ben, today is Monday, May 11th, as we record this podcast because I drove for 13 hours straight on Sunday and was in no position to record a podcast after driving from Northern California to LA to Sacramento and then back to my home base. 13 hours total, 11 hours and 15 minutes of driving. But my kid's stuff is at least in my house. She's off living her best life with her bestie in Sacramento.
Okay.
But got to at least listen to the Giants pull one out.
Right. So what
I got bonus baseball on my drive on Sunday, which brought the Giants record to 16-24 as they took the series 2-1 from the vaunted Pittsburgh Pirates.
Wait, what?
From the
Pittsburgh Pirates. Yes, that part was correct. They won the series 2-1?
I know it doesn't feel that way.
I swear they got swept.
But they did win 2 out of the 3 games.
I mean, even after that game on Friday night, which was just a good, solid win, I still felt like they got swept after Saturday, Matthew. In fact, after Saturday's game, I was just like, oh, they got swept this weekend. Like, that's how bad I felt after Saturday. But okay, if you say so, they won the series 2-1. Great.
I mean, I haven't done the math, but I think they got outscored by like 12 runs in the series and still won 2.
Yeah, but about 17 of those runs were Christian Koss runs, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, all right, I'll take that into consideration. The Giants are currently leading 4-3 in the 7th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ramos just struck out. Looking.
What we can talk about that.
So I'm just saying because by the time we finish, the record might be different.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but certainly the record will be different by the time this podcast is published. They will either won or lost another game. Since Willie Adames is now batting, I'm pretty safe to sure that they're not going to score any more runs this particular at bat. Ramos was our last good shot there.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, what are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about all that has gone on today. It's been 4 days since we recorded, and man, a lot has happened. Like, we're not going to go game by game on the Pirates series, but we're going to talk about some things that bubbled up since we last recorded. There's been a lot of roster changes. There was things going on, and then we're going to talk about a trade that happened since we last.
Just a little trade.
Little trade. I did text Ben on Saturday and was like, are we going to record tonight? And he said no.
It worked. My negativity worked. That'll show Ben.
That's right. Willie is so clutch in those situations as Elliot Ramos
said in his little. He was mic'd up when he ran around the bases again. Yeah. Well.
So clutch.
Anyway, okay, yes, but I think you were about to say.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that trade and then maybe some potential trades because I don't think Buster's done.
You don't think Buster's done? I agree, Matthew. But the question is, I mean, there's look, there's buyers and there's sellers, right? You get in trouble if you're a nobody, right? Which was what Farhan liked to do. Farhan liked to do nothing during the trade deadline. That was his preferred way of handling the trade deadline.
Buster doesn't like to do anything during the trade deadline either. He's like way ahead of it.
He is. Buster likes trades. He likes trades, but he doesn't like to wait. He's impatient. But the question is, are the Giants going to be buyers or are the Giants going to be sellers? And I mean, right now, like, how could they be anything but sellers? Right?
How?
How could they be anything other than sellers? But I'm guessing we have to talk about something else first.
Yeah, well, there's been some roster churn since we last spoke. First of all, some guy got traded, as we mentioned.
Yes, you mentioned that. Mm-hmm.
Ryan Walker got Camilo'd.
He did. I mean, I'm not. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad for the Giants. It's bad for Ryan Walker. I'm just laughing because I was like, what kind of person does that to their closer? Now, I will say this. He lost the closer job. And then he kind of like moved down the totem pole. He got closer and closer to the bad side of the bullpen.
I will say he earned that demotion. Ben.
Yeah, no, there was never it was like every outing he was like, nope, can still hurt the team in this spot too. Like he found it. He found a way every outing to be like, nope, can't be in this role either. Yeah, and he got Camilo. He got optioned to AAA. And
along with Gregory Santos, they both. And then they brought up lefty Sam Hentges, who we've been talking about for a while, but finally had finished his rehab stint. It was the first time he pitched in almost 2 years.
Wow.
And they also brought up Dylan Smith, who they picked up from the Tigers after spring training. Since then, Dylan Smith has been optioned back to Sacramento.
Hello, goodbye, Dylan.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to see a lot of that over the next 10 days because they have no rest and they burned through their bullpen in that extra inning game. And so they brought up Tristan Beck, fresh arm. Mm-hmm. And now they've got a little bit more depth in the bullpen. We'll see. Logan Porter was called up to take over the guy that got traded's job or spot. Yep. And then he got sent down.
Yeah. Are we not allowed to say the guy who got traded name? It's like.
Well, I just don't want to like spoil it.
Oh, you don't want to spoil it for the listeners who don't know.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there could have been somebody like out on a hike or something, and they just didn't know.
A 3-day hike.
Maybe they're hiking the Appalachian Trail.
Oh.
The Pacific Coast Trail.
And they're listening to us in October. Because they finally got a signal.
Didn't want to spoil it. No spoilers.
They finally got a signal, and they're down. They're like, "How come the Giants aren't playing in October? I got to figure this out. I got to go binge all episodes of the 2026 Giant Cocktails."
Also, Logan Webb got placed on the IL for the first time since 2021.
Wow.
I think the only silver lining on that is after he came back from the IL in 2021, he pitched really, really well.
Okay.
Ended up going 11-3 that year.
Man,
so
you were unbelievable.
Let's just what?
Every time you're like, oh, look, this positive thing happened after this thing, so therefore it's going to happen again. This is good news. It's good news that Logan Webb's on
Ben,
the IL.
The Giants are like 25 games under 500. Give me this, okay? I think I speak on behalf of a lot of Giants fans that we just need something to hold on to.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll let you have this. Logan Webb was good the last time he came off the IL.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And then we got Harrison Bader back. So all is good. He's going to save us from...
Yeah, and right back into the lineup.
Whatever.
Like, as soon as he
right
came back
in.
Yeah, no...
Yeah,
no
against a right-hander. Like, they're not even like, oh, we have Drew Gilbert. We could, platoon them. No, right back into the starting lineup.
It's fine, Matthew. Today, he did just fine. He's, hold on, let me check. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
He's played a mean center field, I guess.
He has come really close to catching a lot of singles.
Yeah, really close.
Yeah, he really, the hops were really short so far tonight. So, yeah, it's Harrison Bader's back. Good thing.
All right. Okay, well, let's just talk about the series here. Let's
The Pirates series, you mean?
the Pirate series, yes.
The series that you still claim the Giants won?
I'm looking at it right now. They did go 2-1 against the Pirates.
Okay, but you can see how I feel this way, right?
Oh, absolutely. On Saturday, I thought like that was the equivalent of like 3 losses right there.
I felt like Saturday was the nail in the coffin. That's how I felt, right?
It felt so bad that I was certain. I don't even remember what Friday looked like. I don't remember anything about Friday's game because Saturday just like obliterated it from my mind.
It was a Ray game. He pitched, I think, 6 innings. The Giants had 3 relievers each go a clean inning. It was a nice, clean, crisp 5-2 win. It was exactly how you'd want the game to go. It was perfect. But then Saturday happened, and it was also the player to be named later was traded. He wasn't traded as a player to be named later. He was traded as himself. But we are not naming him until later in this show. He was traded that's when everybody found out was Saturday morning. In this game, the Giants were kind of keeping it close. The problem was Landon Roop struck out too many dudes. And so he could only go 4 innings.
Well, and walk too many dudes. I mean,
he had a few walks. He had a few walks, and so they were down but not out. And they bring in Ryan Walker, and that was Walker's last, outing. And then after that, it was Brubaker, and then it was Christian Koss, and it just felt like, oh, the season's over. Like, with the trade of the player to be named later, Walker just,
This is our bullpen from here on out. Yeah, it definitely felt that way.
Yeah. And then Sunday happened. And Sunday was just one of those games, Matthew, where they literally, for once, they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. For once.
For once.
And I'm so not used to it that it was stunning. It was stunning. And then the way that they did it. I mean, you heard the opening with the just what was going on in Elliott's mind as he was out there on the base paths. Oh my!
I was listening to that on the radio, and poor Dave Fleming. I felt like he was just gonna like have an aneurysm right there. And I will say, I went back and watched it, like the video later, and we have some of the best radio guys like ever. I mean, they just painted the picture that I saw it in my mind, the way it looked in real time. And yeah, I mean, Elliott was just all over the place. Like he didn't know where he was going.
You know what? I fully admit, and I'm an Elliott Ramos apologist. I am. I think that his offensive ability outweighs his defensive deficiencies. And he's not good defensively, but it's not horrific. But it's not good. But the base running, man. I mean, the base running, and I'm saying about a guy who right now is like one of the Giants' hottest hitters right now, right? I mean, he had some big hits in the game that we're watching right now. Okay, so I'm still pro Ramos, but boy, it is.
Okay, I want to just say this. I love the guy. But you also never hear the words like, oh, he's got a high baseball IQ. Like, right? I mean, nobody's like, you hear announcers talk about how these players are really smart or how they got a good IQ. Nobody ever says that about
Nobody's
Elliott.
ever accusing Elliott Ramos of that. Yeah.
No.
That's true. He often. Well, you know what? He's not boring, Matthew. He's not boring. He's our guy. He's dude, Matthew. Harrison Bader just hit a double.
I can't believe it either. That might be his first double of the season. I'm just guessing.
It might be. It might be. Well, that'll show us.
That's right. Hey, let's stop bagging on Elliott. I do want to celebrate something. Mm-hmm. Bryce Eldridge, even in the midst of all that like awfulness on Saturday, hit his first major league home run.
Yes, the first of many.
And yeah, he yanked it. It was like yanked. It was in. He pulled his arms in and just boop, popped it over the wall.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make the water on a fly, but yeah, it found the drink. And that was pretty cool.
That was very cool.
I hope we see a lot more of that.
Well, we should. I mean, you don't call up a rookie, Matthew, to bench him, right? Especially when you're 9 games or whatever it is under 500. I mean, he's here to hit. Like, that's why they called him up, to put him in the lineup every day, see what he can do. And, if he struggles, then maybe they can send him back to AAA. That seems like the sane thing to do, right?
Yeah, about that, Ben.
God damn it! Why can't we have...
Susan Slusser tweeted out today that Vitello basically said that, yeah, he's just going to be a role player off the bench.
So that means he's not going to play. Because we know what Vitello does to role players off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, him and Christian Koss are going to be like buddies, apparently.
Oh, man. They're going to be playing grab ass in the hallway.
And I want to quote Susan Slusser's tweet.
Okay.
It says, Vitello, without quite saying it this bluntly, is pretty clear that Eldridge mostly will come off the bench, with Devers, the primary first baseman, and Schmidt, the team's most productive hitter all year. He will make some starts here and there, but most of his ABs will be pinch hitting spots. So you bring up your franchise player in order to spark the offense, and now that Devers is hot, they're like, oh, never mind. We're just going to use you as a pinch hitter.
I don't know what the heck they're doing here. This is dumb. This is stupid. This is moronic. This is like just absolutely out to lunch. Like, I get it. There are problems with the positioning. Like, you need Devers to play, but Devers heating up. He's finally showed up for the season. A month and a half late, but Rafael Devers is here, apparently. Okay? The Casey Schmidt, who has been the Giants' best hitter, most consistent hitter all season, he has to play every day. Not that anybody told Vitello that, because he's already sat recently. And Willie Adames still plays every day.
Willie Adames has naked pictures of Vitello. That's all I can.
I mean, and Vitello's like ashamed of it. Whatever, dude. Don't be ashamed of your body. Don't let Willie do that to you. Like, okay. Also, don't be stupid. Like, Eldridge should play every day. I know that means we need to find a spot for Schmidt. Everybody says you're trying to get him ready to play the outfield. And I know that's not great for Schmidt, but this is just not a great situation for the Giants. And the fact that people believe he can do it is a vote of confidence, not one of negativity. I mean, like, the answer here is try to make a fit where Schmidt plays in right and Rodriguez plays catcher. And is that what anybody expected or wanted or hoped for? No. But that's how you're going to salvage this season, if at all. And if you don't salvage the season, at least you're getting your huge prospect experience at the major league level and not having him sit on the bench and wait for high critical, high pressure moments. And those are the only at-bats he ever gets, which we know he won't get them because Vitello won't give them to him.
Right. And especially when all we heard was how important it was for him to develop and get reps and work on not striking out and all that. Well, you can't do that when you're getting one at bat every 2 games. So I don't understand this at all. If you're not going to play him, send him back down.
I agree. If you're not going to play him, send him back down. But, like, what are you trying to accomplish then? Because, like, this is not working. Okay, like
Ben, we're like within double digits of 500. Okay, I mean we are so close.
We're one 10-game winning streak from being back to 500.
Exactly. So that's all we're waiting for.
Actually, you know what? 10-game winning streak, Matthew. We'd be 4 games over homeostasis. That's ridiculous. That's why nobody's worried. That's all it takes. That's all we need.
Okay.
One 10-game winning streak. It's
that's a little unrealistic. How about 2 5-game winning streaks with a loss in between?
That sounds a little unlikely. I think it's more like 4 and 6. They just lost 6 in a row, Matthew. So clearly they could win 6 in a row, right?
Correct.
What do you call that when the things they
all balance out?
Yeah, homeostasis.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
they all balance out. I just don't understand this at all. I don't understand it at all. I don't know what they're thinking with this. I mean, I guess they think that putting Casey Schmidt in right field is more crazy than calling up their best prospect and having him not play is crazy. I think certain people in certain jobs that they're new to need to advance their capabilities faster.
We could say that of a lot of different people on the
Yeah.
team right
Yes.
now.
Yeah. And no, I'm not talking about Hector Borg. This time.
All right. Well, I think we've kind of buried the lead, as they say, quite a bit. Ben, the Giants traded franchise catcher Patrick Bailey.
Whoa, what? That was the player to be named later? Patrick Bailey?
Patrick Bailey is no longer a Giant,
The best defensive player in baseball?
The best defensive player in baseball, but one of the worst offensive players in baseball.
Okay, look.
Was traded.
Yeah, no, look. I was also a Bailey apologist. And let me just say, I was wrong.
You know, I don't know if you were wrong. I think in a universe where our big 3 players actually hit like they were being paid to hit, then Patrick Bailey is still a Giant.
That's true, and he's playing every day.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he's making this ridiculous bullpen continue to look like world beaters.
But as Buster said, the Giants are chasing runs.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to put runs on the board, and they could not overlook this hole in the lineup any longer.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. They saw Jesus Rodriguez for 4 games, and they were like, trade Bailey.
Yeah, you know, there was been some rumors going around. I've been seeing that Buster was unhappy with the way Bailey was also calling games. And, you know, if your only skill is going to be behind the plate and you're calling 9 consecutive sinkers to one of the hottest hitters on a team, then apparently Buster didn't like that.
I thought, okay, so this was, I had heard that maybe Bailey wasn't the guy making those decisions.
I know that was kind of what was being said behind the scenes, but actually Vitello came out later, I think, and said that they were trying to get his attention to change it up.
Oh, I see.
And I really do appreciate Vitello for just being so honest about these things.
I mean, yeah, most of the 99% of the time, yeah. Yeah.
I just love it because, you know, Bob Melvin would have been just like, yeah, that's between me and the player. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But I love how Vitello's just like, oh, yeah, let me tell you all the dirt.
Oh, yeah. No, man.
Bestie.
Bailey was just calling 9 straight sinkers, and we were like, well, this sucks. Somebody tried to stop him, and we just couldn't stop him. So Buster traded
So anyway,
him.
I don't want to bag on the guy that he's gone, but he's gone. The Giants traded him for Matt Tugboat Wilkinson.
Whoa, he has the same nickname as you.
That's right. Bob, what do you think of Matt Tugboat Wilkinson?
He has strong risibility.
What?
He's got strong risibility. You got a nickname like Tugboat,
Yeah.
and your risibility is high.
I don't know. I don't think that's what that means at all. No, Matthew. Nobody's like, hey, I want to go look at the. Well, actually, you know what? There's probably a lot of people that do. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Yeah. You know, and,
There's a whole lot of kids with autism that want to go see the Tugboats.
I don't know. What's that? The Rule 32, whatever. Yeah, I get it.
But anyway, Tugboat Wilkinson. What I also liked is he throws what's called an invisible.
Oh.
Which is a fastball that only sits in the low 90s, but apparently no one can pick it up.
I was going to say, he throws a ball that is invisible.
Apparently, yes. He also has a plus slider. Fangraphs rates it a 50 out of 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
and he's dominating in Double A right now. In 6 Double A starts for Akron this year, he had a 1.59 ERA in 28 and a third innings with 36 strikeouts and a 0.92.
And he's
whip.
a reliever, obviously.
Well, he's a starter.
Oh, he's a starter. Okay. Well, okay.
Yes.
Well, Matthew, the last Giants pitcher who had a highly rated pitch was one Landon Roop and his amazing curveball. So, look how that's been working.
How that's worked out?
Yeah, I like it.
The Giants also got the 29th pick in the 2026 draft.
This is a new thing.
It's a newish thing. Yeah.
How many?
The Giants haven't done it.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's been new for like a few years. I think it's been around.
You
for
could
a few
trade
years.
draft picks.
Or you could trade draft picks. You used to not be able to trade draft picks, but now you can. Along with that 29th pick comes $3.27 million in signing bonus money, which is kind of important, especially when you've got the 4th overall pick in the draft, because you can move that signing bonus money around, and maybe that will entice some players that maybe wouldn't sign to sign with the Giants.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting. I did not know that. That is very shrewd. That is very shrewd. Okay, I'd like this trade a lot more, given that. Because it does feel. I mean, I don't know. It's Bailey's such a weird. Like, I was talking to this other Giants fan today, and I was like, "Were you surprised or were you not surprised?" And he said, "Kind of both."
Yeah.
And that's like the thing about Bailey was that he's just kind of like he's super valuable, but because he can't hit, he's super not valuable. And it's like, how do you value that person in a trade? Like, did the Giants get enough here or did they not get anything? And I don't know, but you know what? Now that you're telling me that they got signing bonus money that they could spend on other draft picks, I'm like, hey, you know what? That's pretty good because that's something I can quantify. But nonetheless, I mean, this is still a crazy, crazy trade, right? Like,
well, yes, it is, because you never see like 2-time Gold Glovers getting traded in checks notes May, which tells you 2 things.
Yeah.
One is that the Giants are struggling and Buster is trying to push all the buttons at this point. And 2, I kind of believe it when they say Buster wasn't a big fan of Patrick Bailey.
Wow. I mean, look, like I think the fact that he was not hitting at all, and so he was a very one-dimensional catcher, and then you add in the other stuff, then you add in the fact that Susac and Rodriguez are starting. I mean, we said it on our last podcast. It creates an uncomfortable situation for Patrick Bailey. And Eric Haas, also a big part of this, right? Also playing well, right? And so, like, I think what's going to end up happening is that Susac and Rodriguez and Haas will all stay on the roster. Rodriguez becomes sort of a utility guy where one of the utilities is catcher, but we're probably going to see him at catcher a lot. And then Haas is your veteran presence, right? And then hopefully Susac comes back and he continues to do what he did before he got injured.
Well, yeah. It is interesting, this whole 3-catcher thing. Like, on one hand, you think, okay, this is just a reaction to the Giants needing offense. And so they're willing to bring up whoever will give that to them. But on the other hand, if Rodriguez can be that guy that can catch some heavy innings, but also, move around the infield and play, and outfield for that matter, and also contribute his bat, then 3 catchers kind of makes sense. I do have a question though. Like, I get that you need a backup catcher in case your main catcher, your starting catcher gets injured. That makes sense to me. But let's say Suzak's behind the plate and Rodriguez is in right field.
Okay.
And Suzak gets hurt for whatever reason.
Right.
Couldn't Rodriguez just jog in and put on the gear and get behind the plate? Does he have to be on the bench?
You're saying in this scenario, Eric Haas doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay,
like, I don't know if you need to fill that third catcher spot.
Well, so let me put it this way, Matthew. Right now, the Giants only have Rodriguez and Haas on the roster, the 26-man roster, because Logan Porter was sent back down. So right now, the Giants only have two guys who can catch. You're saying why couldn't Haas and Rodriguez both be on in the lineup? They absolutely could be. The reason you wouldn't do that is because it increases the chances that they could both get hurt, right? Because if your guy is out there playing in the game, your other catcher is out there playing in the game, then he could get hurt, and he's not even playing catcher. Then your catcher has nobody backing him up, and then at that point you need to go to emergency catcher.
That's right. And I nominate Christian Koss.
You nominate Christian Koss.
The guy's will get on the field anyway.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, right? I totally agree with that. I
mean, he's got more pitching innings than playing innings at this point, right?
Yes, I think he does. He certainly has. Yes, definitely has more pitching plate appearances. But I got a crazy idea.
Oh, let's hear it.
I think we put baseball IQ genius Elliot Ramos in the implements of ignorance and put him behind the plate.
Yeah, okay. He would be the perfect one to don the tools of ignorance, considering he is so ignorant in general.
I mean, because usually you put your smartest guy, your smartest baseball guy back there, right? That's what they say. Oh, they're all future managers.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I'm saying we put Elliot Ramos back there. Like, maybe that'll help him learn the game faster.
Okay. A little crash course in baseball for Elliot.
It sees it from a whole different perspective back there. And also, aren't we in the memory-making business? That would be very memorable.
It would. You are right. I mean, especially when we're 9 games under 500. Let's just
do it. It's not quite as good as my idea of having Eric Haas behind the plate and then having Susak in center, and then Logan Porter in left and Rodriguez in right. Now, when I first did this, Bailey was going to be the catcher and Porter was going to be in AAA. And then it was going to be Susak, Rodriguez, and Haas in the outfield.
Hey, whoever's hitting, right? Just put him in.
Yeah, well, in that scenario, they were all hitting except for Bailey. But that's why he would be the catcher, because he'd be.
Well, that's why he was traded, Ben.
Yeah, well, okay, I get it. Well, okay, but now just forget all that. Let's forget all that craziness. We just put Elliot Ramos behind the plate.
Okay, all right. Let's put aside that fantasy for right now and move on to other trade candidates, because I don't think Buster's done.
Okay, but wait. I agree with you. How are we trading? Are we selling or are we buying?
Okay, well, that is a good question. And I think to start with, we need to decide, are we in this or out of this? And we still have, 2.5 months before the trade deadline. Yes. So there is a lot of time.
Yes.
What is your, where is your guide to sell by? Let's say July, I think the trade deadline is in early August this year. So let's say July 31st, you're sitting there. How close do you have to be to a wild card spot?
I mean, I have to be pretty close. I would think about it in terms of how many wins do I think we need between now and the end of the season. And I would probably project that out and base that on where the wild card spots were at the time. I think 4 games, right? You need to be 4 games within the wild card spot. I think it also depends on how many teams are in between you and that spot, right? If it's a lot of teams to battle against, then, but I think 4 games out around that time seems still, the chips are against you, but you still have a chance. But the way I look at it, Matthew, is they need 84. They need to find a way to win 84 games. Okay. They need.
Well, that's easy. That's just more than we've ever won.
It's
But
not
yeah,
more
we
than
could-
we've ever won, Matthew. They won 107 games in
Are you sure?
20,000.
It feels
They
that
won
way.
107 games in 2021. They won 107.
Yeah, I'm feeling like we hallucinated that.
It does feel
I
that
don't
way,
think
doesn't
that
it?
happened.
It does feel like that we hallucinated that way. It was the first year of Giant Cocktails. We were drinking a lot of liquor.
We were. I feel like maybe that was it. It was the booze talking.
Maybe we should go back and double check. Maybe we lost 107 games. I don't know. I don't.
So what we're saying is we're not drinking enough now.
Yeah, I think that's what we're
probably
saying. I think that's what we're saying. But my point is, Matthew, between now and then, the Giants only have to win 55% of their games. They need to go 68-54 to get to 84 wins. Now, I will admit that that is 14 games over 500 for a team that is currently eight or 9 games under 500.
So they have to do some things differently.
Yes, I would say they have to do a lot of things differently.
Okay. Well, how many teams right now are actually playing at that rate? Like, I mean, is it impossible?
It's not impossible. No. There's quite a few teams that are playing at that level. There's 8 of them. 8 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
we could do that.
We could do that. And now, again, you might be thinking, well, more than 8 teams make the playoffs. But again, folks, because of all the games they lost, the Giants have to play that well for the rest of the season just to get to, like, slightly above mediocrity, which is what it takes to make the playoffs, which is why this team is so infuriating, because you don't have to be that much better than mediocre. So, you know, that's why we're always a bridesmaid. So, I feel like this is doable. So I think that they should be not making a decision yet. But boy, it's a lot easier to figure out who they should trade to be if they're sellers.
Well, right. Okay, so let's go with the more likely scenario.
Okay, yeah, then they're going to be sellers.
Okay. if I mean, I
did my best.
I want to be as optimistic as I can.
That's the best I can do. I don't like 557 winning percentage. This team, these guys, not happening.
Well, I hope that you are wrong, but let's assume that you are right.
Okay, let's do it.
The 2 names that are the most obvious for trade are Luis Suarez and Robbie Ray, because both are in the last year.
That's why they
of their
signed Luis
contract.
Suarez. That's got to be the reason, right?
For trade bait at the
Yeah,
deadline.
but I figure.
Yeah, improve their farm system by
That's
trading
why you
Luis
sign a guy
Suarez.
like this. Every team does this every year. Yes. Okay, so obviously, Luis Suarez is going to be traded.
Okay. Robbie Ray is also one that could be traded.
Oh, that one hurts, but yeah, I mean, like, there's no guarantee that he's going to. In fact, he probably won't sign with the Giants just because, like, you know, the Giants don't want to spend money because apparently they don't have any anymore. I don't know. Like, I asked Alex Pavlovich about this, and he was like, I don't know. So if Alex doesn't know, how the heck can I know? So, yeah, Robbie Ray, yeah, sure, just trade him.
So another name came up by national sports writer Bob Nightingale.
Okay.
He mentioned
What?
Logan Webb.
Bob! Not you. Settle down, not you. No!
Right, we're not trading Logan
No,
Webb,
we're not
right?
trading away our... Like, Logan Webb's got another, 6 years left in him. I mean, I don't know about this whole knee thing, but, sounds like he just needs some ice.
That's bursitis. It'll
it's
go away.
bursitis?
It just needs a little
Oh my
rest.
God,
Yeah.
bursitis really hurts, folks. I have that in my ankle a couple of times, and it is extremely painful. Wow. Toradol really worked on it, though. Yeah.
Well, that's probably what they're pumping him with. So
Yeah.
hopefully he's got the good stuff.
Yeah. But wow, that's painful stuff.
That's not enough reason to trade a guy. And obviously you're not going to trade him when he's hurt. So I think Logan Webb is off the table in my mind.
Okay. All right.
Yes, good things are happening to the Giants right now.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah,
will
well, because
see.
the next name on your list, Matthew, he's on deck right now. I was like, who would want to trade for this guy? Why is he even on the list? Why did you put his name here? Nobody's going to trade for this guy. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Who put this?
I'm not saying he's going to bring back a haul. I'm just saying Harrison Bader could be traded for, a bag of peanuts and a Diet Coke. Yeah. Just so they can free up some roster spaces, and the Giants just drove in another run with another walk. What is happening?
You know what this means, Matthew? Since he has gotten the closer role, Caleb Killian has not come in a save situation. He has finished a couple of games, but he has never pitched in a save situation since he has won the closer's role, and he is the closer because Ryan Walker is now in Sacramento. He is not going to get he's not going to get a save today either. This is crazy. It's fine, though. Just keep winning this way.
I'll be happy.
Keep winning this way. Keep winning this way. All right. Well, Harrison Bader's up to bat right now, but I still insist that nobody's a roster space. They could just DFA him, Matthew. That would clear up roster space, too. And I think that would probably be the same as what they could trade him for.
Well, okay. All right. How about Jung Hoo Lee?
Well, okay. So here's the problem with Jung Hoo Lee. He's got those player options, which he is most certainly going to take. Because he's not, and that just drives his value way down. And right now, his value is Mike Yastrzemski level. What did we get for Mike? But he's way more expensive than Mike. Yes, I saw yeah, see? This is what I'm talking about, Matthew. Nobody wants to trade for Harrison Bader, okay? Okay? This is what I'm talking about.
He lined out to third.
Okay, yeah.
He hit it hard.
He hit it hard. I will. He hit it hard. He hit it hard. I'll grant you that. I'm just being Ben. And interestingly enough, it took the heat off of JHL. Nobody wants to trade for JHL either, Matthew, with that $26 million, whatever it is. No. Nobody's trading for him, dude.
What if he hits 250 three months in a row?
Then you get a lollipop. And I will be flabbergasted.
And a team might be interested at the deadline for a guy like that.
A guy might be interested for a guy who can hit 250. Not everybody can hit 250 these days. You're right. That's a lot of ifs, Matthew, for a man who has never done that. He has never done that. I'm just trying to.
I'm didn't Farhan get rid of Melanson? Things happen. You could trade guys.
I mean, yeah, you can trade guys. What did we get from Melanson?
We unloaded his contract.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So, you're saying could we unload JHL's contract? Because that would be a benefit.
Yeah, just get rid of the guy. You're not getting prospects back, but you're getting rid of the guy.
And since the Giants are so poor.
Well, it's not about the money. It's also about we have such a screwed up roster right now with where guys fit. That I feel like if you just kind of cleared a few seats off the deck of the Titanic, then maybe you could fit some more appropriate seats in there. That's all I'm saying.
I guess, dude. It just sounds like you're just moving guys off the okay, yes, if we could unload JHL's contract, then great. That still means we have Adames, Chapman, and Devers, who I got to tell you, next year's probably going to be worse. The year after that's going to be even way worse. The year after that's going to be unbearable. If that's what you're talking about.
Then at that point, you got your star minor leaguers coming up and you just get rid of those big guys because you're paying the young guys nothing. So, yes, the nenext couple of years might be uncomfortable. But by that third year, what does it matter if you're paying them?
So Matthew, folks.
When you're paying a Johnny level, $100 million to come up and play shortstop for you, it doesn't matter.
Listen, I don't want to slight Randy Wynn, but the San Francisco Giants have pretty much made it clear that they have no idea how to get position players to the major leagues. Elliot Ramos notwithstanding. And also, I just want to point out, Matthew, that basically what you're advocating is a full-on rebuild that puts us out 2 to 3 years? Is that what's happening?
I'm not saying a full-on rebuild, but I'm saying these guys, at some point, if they're not producing, then you have to replace them no matter how much money you're paying them.
I agree.
And you will have to do that with cheaper players, and you hope that your homegrown position players will be up to the task.
I don't know that dude. We're running up on time here, and I did not come prepared to have this conversation. But if the Giants keep losing, I guess this is the conversation that we're going to have for the rest of the season. Because it is interesting. Like, let's hope the Giants start winning, because if they start losing and they start losing more, then the Devers, Chapman, and Adames contracts start to look really, really bad.
Really bad.
And if they don't, and if they keep producing at a lower and lower level, but keep getting more and more expensive, then you're absolutely right. We have to unload contracts like JHL and then just, and then rely on prospects. Man, what do you call? This is what you, where, how did, you're so mean. You're so mean. Why did you do this to me before?
Isn't it time for the booze, boys?
Yes, Bob.
It is time for the booze because Ben's getting upset. Actually, before the booze, we are playing the Dodgers right now. The Giants are leading them 9-3 in the first. So I will go out on a limb and say the Giants are not going to be swept in this series.
If the Giants lose this game, it's Matthew's fault.
Probables for the next 3 games are Adrian Hauser against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Robbie Ray versus Shohei Ohtani, and then Landon Roop versus Emmett Sheehan.
Okay.
I'm not mad at those. I feel like that's a good thing. I will say that Trevor McDonald, EIEIO, is legit.
He pitched,
and we need to find a way
to keep him on the roster. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You just said you're happy with Hauser versus Yamamoto, which just is like, how drunk are you, dude?
What are you gonna do, man? I mean,
what are you gonna do? You're gonna not say that you're happy about that. That's what you're gonna do. Like, I don't know how you could say you're happy with that.
You're not gonna sweep the Dodgers, Ben. So that's your loss, okay? But I don't mind Robbie Ray versus Shohei. I don't mind Landon Root versus Emmett. I feel like the best we could do in this would be a split. I think that would be a good one. And I think the next 2, Robbie Ray and Landon Root, give you a chance for that.
Okay. I agree with that. I'm not happy about Hauser versus Yamamoto.
What are you drinking, Matthew?
Well, Bob, I'm drinking a cocktail I'm calling Smoke and Mirrors. Because it feels like that's what the Giants' philosophy on developing players and all that is right now. I just, it's a bunch of
building a roster, playing baseball.
Yeah, it all is. What's in a Smoke and Mirrors? Well, it's got 1.5 ounces of gin, a 1/2 ounce of Mezcal, a 1/4 ounce of Maraschino Liqueur, 3/4 ounces of lime juice, and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. You're going to shake all those ingredients with ice, double strain it into a chilled coupe glass, and garnish with a lime wheel. And that's what I'm drinking, Bob. A Smoke and Mirrors.
That's a tasty cocktail.
It is. It's really good. It's really good. I wish I didn't have to name it that, but that's what I named it.
What are you drinking?
Well, thank you for asking, Bob. That's very kind of you, Bob. I just want you to know that Matthew jinxed it, and because the Giants scored so many runs, Caleb Killian is not pitching, and it's JT Brubaker. But he did just get the first out, so that's fine. Anyway, Bob, today I'm drinking a cocktail that I'm calling Tequila. I hardly know her. And what's in a tequila? I hardly know her. Well, Bob, it's got Anejo Tequila, which I ruined by putting bitters and simple syrup into it. And then I put a bunch of ice in that, and I stirred it for 20 to 30 seconds, or to whatever your desired dilution is, and then I strained that into a rocks glass, and I added fresh ice, preferably a single large chunk of ice. And you could garnish this with a lime wheel, or a dried lime wheel. That would be very tasty. And, yeah. Oh, how much simple syrup? How much of those things? Go with your gut. Do what feels right. That's what I would recommend. But I'll put real measurements in the show notes.
That's a tasty cocktail.
Bob, it was really good. I mean, I ruined the tequila, but honestly, Anejo Tequila, you can't beat it. I mean, I ruined it by putting the bitters and the sugar in it, but it didn't seem like it when I was drinking it.
I personally would have done agave and chocolate bitters, but you do you.
Yeah, I don't have chocolate bitters and like sugar, dude. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Ooh, Brubaker just made Shohei Ohtani look bad. He is not hit that slider that breaks in on him. He is just swinging at that. He's not seeing it. He is not seeing it. As good as he is pitching this year, you know what he did? He did the Robbie Ray thing to himself. He mojoed himself. He stole all of his hitting mojo, and he put it into his pitching mojo. And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us. We will be back on Friday, I guess, because it's a 4-game series. Yes, we will be back on Friday after the Giants split the series with the Dodgers, apparently.
The Dodgers, that's right.
Did you say sweep? Yeah, okay. I think you should stick with it, man. I believe in you.
One of these days I'll be right.
That's not necessarily true. I don't know why. You really need to know how probability works. We really need to keep just pounding that home because, like, no. But if you can't wait that long to get your fix, feel free to reach out to us on the social medias. You can find us wherever you can find the handle Giant Cocktails, including YouTube, where you can like, subscribe, and comment on individual episodes. But we would really appreciate it if you took the time to leave us a positive review on your podcasting platform of choice, such as Apple Podcasts or Tradeify. Oh, not Tradeify. That might be a real thing. Tradeify sounds like a real thing. Don't go there. It's Spotify is what I mean. Matthew, it has been great talking San Francisco Giants. Until next time, cheers, my friend.
Cheers, Ben. Bye, everybody.
JT Brubaker, 123, the Dodgers. Unbelievable. Goodbye! It's not time to rebuild yet, Matthew.
Thank you for listening to the Giant Cocktails Podcast. Until next time, bottoms up.
Giants are on a win streak.
2 games.
2 games. Now they just got 8 more to
They've
go.
won 3 out of their last 4.
That's right.
That's a 750 winning percentage, Matthew. That's way over 557. Which is what they have to do for the rest of the season. They're going to the playoffs.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, tequila, I hardly know her. She got me drunk.
Are you drunk?
Yeah, Bob, I'm drunk. If I'm this happy about the Giants. You know what, though? Actually, beating the Dodgers is always good. So, Bob, yeah, I'm just high on a win over the Dodgers.
That's right. Because why, Bob?
Dodgers suck.
Yeah, they do. They suck so hard. They're not even in first place. What losers.